Hi guys, I'm feeling a little bit weird today. It's Christmas Day and I'm in Thailand currently, so it's a very different kind of Christmas than what I've ever had before, but I just feel a little bit weird. I know that the full moon is approaching, the full moon in Cancer, and we're also in Mercury retrograde, and it's also Christmas, and I just feel like everything all put together is a little bit intense and a little bit much to process, to the point where I actually don't know how to process it. I didn't upload a video on Friday because I was away. I was at Koh Samet with my boyfriend and I forgot to bring my laptop, and I tried to film a video on the beach and I thought it kind of went well. Like, I really pushed myself out of my comfort zone to do that. It was really embarrassing and really scary for me to do because there was so many people around me. If I seem a little bit awkward right now, it's because obviously it's very uncomfortable talking in front of so many people, but not like anyone's listening. Very out of my comfort zone. So if I seem a little bit different, if my energy is a little bit different, I'm fine, I'm great. I'm just pushing myself out of my comfort zone and doing something that I wouldn't usually do. And this has ended at the perfect time because now there's music playing. But I did it and I thought it would have turned out well, but I think the background noise was a little bit weird and my energy seemed a little bit off. I was watching it back and I was thinking, oh girl, I can tell that you're embarrassed and you're shy right now. And I didn't know whether I should put that out there because it didn't feel like a proper reflection of who I am. So there was that. And honestly, it does make me feel a little bit shit. It makes me feel really sad when I can't get content out, when I truly want to get content out. I really wanted to film a video for you guys, but our hotel room was really bad lighting. Like, I couldn't film in the hotel room, and it was also very difficult to edit on an iPad. I don't know why iMovie is so different on an iPad, and that trip itself was also a little bit weird. Like, it was a beautiful island. It was the most amazing and beautiful island ever, but the vibes were off. Like, I feel like I really appreciate traveling when I am immersing myself in the culture of that country. So at the moment, I'm in my boyfriend's family hometown and it's fully Thai. There's not really any English people or foreigners, phalangs as we get called in Thailand. But I kind of really appreciate that, and I like just seeing how people live. But when you go to a place like, say, the Phi Phi Islands or Koh Samet, Khao Sok, all the famous attractions, you're gonna get a lot of tourists, and I found quite a lot of tourists to be quite ignorant and just very rude, like not very approachable, very much like they have a stick up their ass, and it was just a really weird vibe. Even the staff at our hotel, we stayed at Sawat Di Coco, and it was a beautiful hotel, don't get me wrong, it was so nice, but the staff were just so weird. Like, they just seemed like robots, they seemed like NPCs. It was a really strange thing. And when we were going out for tea on the last night, we were going out to get some food, and I was walking out, I was wearing shorts, like kind of skin tight shorts and a bodysuit, and I was really bloated because I'd been drinking milk tea and eating loads of food all day, and I'm also ovulating. And I was walking out, I was so happy, just smiling, and this Thai lady looks at me and then she like sort of talks to her friend and she does this, like the pregnancy. She like looks at me up and down and does that. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. It really shocked me because I've never had any kind of comments like that. Like, I know that I've been bigger at certain points in my life, but I've never ever had anything like that before. And it really shook me to my core. So yeah, that kind of made me feel like shit. It was really quite a humbling experience, especially on a day that I felt really vulnerable anyway because of filming that video. That took a lot of energy out of me to film that video on the beach. It was really out of my comfort zone. I'm so glad that I did it though, because it showed me that I can do things out of my comfort zone in order to step into the version of myself that I want to embody. But I already felt very vulnerable, and then for her to do that, I was like, oh, okay, so that was great. And then obviously, because I've been traveling a lot, like we've been traveling to different places within Thailand, so naturally I am feeling a little bit tired. When I say a little bit, a lot of it tired. I've been suffering a lot with migraines. I think I'm coming down with something as well. I felt so poorly this morning. I've just laid in bed and cried all morning. I'm missing my routine. I'm missing my breakfast that I make in the morning. That's what my boyfriend's just gone out to get. He's gone to get some food, see if we can get something similar to what I have in the UK. I've missed my routine. I've missed just having a little bit of structure in my life, and I've also missed independence. I've missed being able to just get in my car and go somewhere and get something done. I don't really like relying on other people to do things for me and get me from A to B, whereas when I'm here I have to rely on other people, and it's a really weird feeling for me. And then on top of that, I feel the pressure to film videos and get content out there. I have so many ideas. I literally was up in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep, and I scripted so many videos and I really want to film them, but I'm just energetically not in that space at the minute. I'm not feeling like I can speak about these things because I'm not feeling like I'm in the most positive mindset myself. So I feel like my energy isn't going to match what I'm talking about in the video, and I really can't force things. I really cannot. And it makes me feel so weird because I know that a lot of people can force things, and I know that people can pretend to be happy and pretend to be positive, but I'm just kind of like not feeling it at the minute. And I do think it's a weird time of year anyway. I was saying in one of my previous videos that Christmas is a strange time, and I stand by that. It is a really strange time. Even when you're in a different country on the other side of the world, it's still really weird, a really weird time of the year. It is literally just the collective energy, I think. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't want to sit and sulk. I don't want to be in this mindset for the rest of my holiday or the rest of the week while it's still Christmas and New Year time. I went and bought a yoga mat yesterday, and it is so beautiful. It's like a violet, like a lilac color, and it's so soft and squishy. So I got that. So in the mornings I'm going to be able to wake up and have a little bit of home comfort and have my yoga mat so I can do yoga in the morning. I did wake up this morning and do a yoga practice and a meditation, like a long meditation, but I just felt really sick. I had the worst headache ever. I felt really sick and I couldn't really breathe out of my nose, so I was just, it made me just feel even worse. But I do want to get back into a little bit of a routine while we are based here in my boyfriend's hometown in Thailand. I think this is definitely a test for me in just how I deal with things and how I react to feeling this kind of way and not feeling 100%, because we're not always going to feel 100%, and that's absolutely fine. But I just need to remember that I need to use this holiday as rest and not force myself to do loads of content, which is what I initially planned, but it's just not worked out that way, and I guess that just is what it is. So I'm gonna take the rest of this holiday, I'm back like mid-January time, I'm gonna take the rest of the holiday to just reflect, relax, read my book, really focus on doing yoga and focus on connecting with myself again and just centering myself again in this uncertain time of the year. And just while I'm traveling in general, I don't have my routines, I don't really have as many of my grounding routines. So yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more content while I'm out here. I have 3 videos filmed, one of them edited, and I was going to upload that. I still might upload that, to be fair, but I'm just feeling a little bit meh. Like I just really introspective, really in my feelings, really questioning a lot of relationships in my life while I have this time to think so much and reflect on things, which has been really sad in itself. I keep saying this in every single video, but I am grieving a lot of relationships in my life that aren't the same anymore, and it's really challenging and really difficult, but I know that it is because I'm evolving and I'm growing into a different person and I'm entering a new chapter of my life. So I'm just navigating that, and I feel like it is just very difficult at the minute to create content when I'm in a space that is so introspective and so vulnerable, it feels like. So if I do any more content, it will probably be more chatty, voice note kind of videos rather than sit down, how to do this, that and the other, because I'm just not in that place at the minute. I tried filming a video earlier and it just didn't resonate with me. It didn't feel right to film about stuff like that when I'm not feeling 100% and I'm not feeling great, and I'm low-key feeling just a little bit lonely. So I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys are feeling okay too. I know that Christmas is so difficult for so many people, especially if you're spending Christmas by yourself. I really feel you, I empathize with you, and I hope that you can get through this time with strength and courage and just treat it as another day. You don't need to be comparing yourself to other people and how other people are spending their Christmas, because if that's not where you're at and if that's not what your life reflects now, then that's just not what your life reflects now, and that's so fine. But I do have hope that for all of us, Christmas will be a time that in the near future, like in the next few years maybe, when we've gone through these cycles and maybe built a bit of a better life for ourselves, that we can actually truly enjoy Christmas and we can build it to be what we want it to be, rather than feel like we have to do things in a certain other way, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm like clinging on to, just like the hope that future Christmases will be nicer and that I can create them in a different kind of way. But that's just not the space that I've been in this year, because I've just been going through a lot of things and a lot of introspection and just evaluating my life and what's going on with it. It does not help that we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. Oh my god, I don't have the strength. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and New Year if I don't speak to you before that. I am kind of low-key soft launching my Instagram account. I've got an Instagram account and I kind of use it and I kind of talk to myself on there, like just do little posts and things. So I'm going to start putting my Instagram account in the descriptions of my videos, and obviously I'll put it in the description of this video so you guys can follow me if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in Thailand, or if you just want to keep updated with me in general. If not, I will just continue to talk to myself on there because that is like my little comfort blanket account where I don't really follow many things other than things that fuel me and make me feel good. So yeah, if you want to keep up with what I'm getting up to in Thailand, if you want to see some pictures of my travels and things like that, quotes that I'm finding, because I'm finding so many quotes at the minute and I'm having so many deep thoughts. I feel like I can type things at the moment, but I just can't really speak, if that makes sense. I've honestly scripted so many videos and it's really a shame that I can't speak them because my energy is off. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you probably maybe next year, unless you follow me on Instagram, and I'll probably speak to you before the new year. Okay, bye.